8 years ago, I met this boy who I thought was so cute.
We were in the library, I was studying across. And she wrote me a note and, said, I think you're hot.
I have not sat by myself for a video in a minute. I was feeling so awkward. Anyway, hi, I'm Kitt, and these are 11 things I want to tell you that nobody else is probably going to tell you about your wedding. If you are new here, welcome to the latest space on the internet. If you are not, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you bits and pieces of my wedding. I got married in 2011, and I had our white wedding in 2012. So if you are Kenyan or African, I think you will already know that we have two weddings, a traditional wedding and a white wedding, or a church wedding. And yeah, so the wedding that I'm going to share with you guys about is the white wedding. And I really hope these tips help you, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell and like the video. I mean, hello, why not? These things are going to help you. These tips are lit. Also, I'm wearing my wedding jewelry. Hey sis, hey, I feel like Aladdin. No, the genie in Aladdin. How cute are these? I can't even remember who I got them from. But anyway, let's get into the video. Number one, decor can be whatever you want. So for me, I'm very, I want to say, eclectic. Also, I like simple things that are I like clean things. Like, I don't like clutter. So, and also I'm not a big fan of flowers, like many flowers. So the look that I was going for was very vintage, bohemian kind of theme. So what I did was I bought makuti brooms and I stuck them at the top of, I undid the no, actually I don't think I undid them, but I bought the makuti brooms. I think they were 35 shillings a piece, and I stuck them at the end of poles, and then I put in little white beads at the tops of the sticks, and I wrapped them. It was me, my sisters, my friends, my cousins were doing all this at home, and I wrapped them in white fabric that flowed and stuck them in the ground. For me, that was the most beautiful. Like, I wanted that look, and I had not seen any decor person doing that. Like, that's the look I wanted, and if I had hired someone to do that, they probably would not have gotten it because they would have been like, what am I supposed to, how am I supposed to get these many sticks? It's just a broom, sis. It's just a broom. Like, that for me was, I really loved that. And for where we were standing, what do you call that thing, a pergola? That where we were standing underneath was literally just like sticks together and draping fabric. I love that simple look. That's the kind of look that I really wanted to go for, so that it's not about, I mean, you just feel like you're at home chilling. Yeah, anyway, you get the point. Yeah, so decor can be whatever the hell you want. Do consider what you like and go for that. Whatever money that you have, you can do creative, fun stuff, Pinterest is your friend. Okay, number 2. And I know this one is going to trigger some people. Your wedding party is not a popularity contest. Choose people who you see being in your life forever. A wedding is an important day, it's an important ceremony. You want the people standing next to you to be people who really truly care about you, not people who are there because if they aren't, then your aunt is going to say something, or your mom is going to say something, or your friends group is going to, you know, X you, or like, it's just. So what I did for my wedding was choosing Tawi and Mitch as my wedding party. Literally, Tawi was going to be the witness because she's my sister, and she was the only person old enough. Mitch was 14 at the time, and so she couldn't sign the legal document. So I was just like, if I chose my 2 sisters, nobody else can talk, because I have not like favored anybody. No cousin, no friend, no, like, everybody is out. It's only I swear sometimes I kill myself. Wow. Yeah, so anyway, that was how I chose to do it, and for me that really worked, because sisters are forever. The other point to note is, when you yourself are a bridesmaid in somebody's wedding and they are bridezilla, sis, leave. You're not stuck there. It doesn't matter if it's your sister, your cousin, your best friend. Don't take crap from people just because you're in their wedding. Nobody has an excuse to be a bad person, okay? Literally. 3, be comfortable with your hair and your makeup. You're going to have to wear this face and this hair the whole day and then some. If your hair is hurting you, or if it's itching, or if you know, people who, like, maybe you've had natural hair your whole life, and then on your wedding day you want to look some particular type of way, and you've decided to get a weave, but it's the first time you're ever wearing the weave, and you are just like itching and uncomfortable and hot. What's the point of that? And you're supposed to be nice and happy at your wedding. I have family who have never watched. They've been married, I think now 11 years. They have never watched their wedding video. They hated their wedding so much. They were so uncomfortable. The venue was so bad. There were so many people, like, it wasn't their day. Now imagine all that for that. As in, what's the point? Be comfortable. Tawi did my makeup. I literally didn't even hire anybody. That had a lot to do with budget, but also I like to look natural. I didn't want to change my face. I like a natural look, and it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I don't want to feel the makeup on my face. And sometimes when the makeup is really heavy, you can feel it, as well as hair. So be very comfortable. Try it out days before, weeks before. Practice. If that's the look you want, do a few times in it so that you're happy with it on the day. Number 4, eat well before your wedding. It might be the only meal you eat. Not because there's no food, but because of nerves, and you are nervous, and you know, there are people who will be like, don't eat before your wedding, you know, so you can fit in this nice dress, in this slim dress, and then it's a corset, and it by midday your back is hurting. You have a migraine from Hades itself. I wonder if men go through this, because this just women, we are really doing the most. We are doing too much, actually. We need to be so comfortable, and we are just not. So my encouragement to you would be, eat a good meal, first meal of your day, before you get ready, and that might literally be the only food you get to eat until evening. Think about that. Number 5, bridesmaids dresses. Do not make your bridesmaids break the bank for a dress they might never wear again. There are some bridesmaid dresses that look like wedding dresses. Like they're so elaborate, so elegant. Where is sis going to wear this dress again? And it costs 15,000. If you're not paying for the bridesmaids dresses, don't make them do that. Literally just have people wear dresses that they are beautiful in, comfortable in, can afford. That goes for shoes, hair, makeup, everything. I think we have this vision in our heads that we want a particular look, but if you're not willing to pay for it, not everybody in your party can afford that. Don't be that babe where guys, like, listen, to be in my wedding you must, you know, fork out 45,000, 50,000 for dress, hair, shoes, makeup, and robes that you're going to wear at the shower. It's your wedding, not mine. Please. Yeah. So I think my bridesmaids dresses cost maybe 2,500, maybe 5,000. I'm not sure, but it wasn't something that was, and they could wear them again. They're just regular pretty dresses, and anyway, it didn't break the bank, you know, as I was saying. So I know there is wedding undergarments, there is wedding shoes, but guys, listen, just listen to me. If you are wearing a big ball gown, wear your worst granny panties, the ones that you wear only for your period, the most comfortable undies in life. Nobody is going to know. Your underwear can make or break you. You're sitting there, you look cute in your dress, but your tongue is literally in your throat. It's literally killing you. How is that anything? Like, what's the point? What's the point of that? And those shoes that you want to wear that look amazing, that are gorgeous, wear them only to the church, then change into and maybe for the pictures, then change into sneakers. I beg, dance the day away, but don't come out of there with a backache, a headache, a throat ache, malaria because of shoes. I don't know what I need to tell you guys. And if you've not worn your wedding shoes before, you're really in for a big surprise. Wear your wedding shoes around the house for weeks in advance. Just wear them. So by the time you wear them, you are comfortable in them. Like literally, they are your shoes rather than new shoes. Do you know how new shoes hurt? Consider that your small toe over there. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying. Don't pretend. Don't sit there and pretend you do know what I'm saying. Okay. The day of the wedding, the morning of, my mom came into my room and she was like, "Good morning, baby." She woke me up. I slept really well, actually. She woke me up. She told me, "Good morning, baby. Are we still doing this?" And I'm like, "Yep, I'm gonna marry the guy." And she's like, "Good, just checking, because even now we can call it off." So that's, I just wanted to, like, that's just the support that my family have given me. But the day of the wedding, she asked me, "What is the most important thing? Like, if this thing doesn't happen, the wedding will be spoiled." And I said, "If Martin doesn't show." Literally, that was the only thing. If Martin doesn't show, the pastor said he would be there, so, and I trusted him. But if Martin doesn't show, then the wedding would be off. Flowers, rings, dresses, food, those are adding onto the party, but they're not the wedding. So choose what your most important thing is. What I thought was, what really helped me with that, thinking about it like that, was when we got to the venue of the wedding, and my dad walks me down the aisle. First of all, my aunties met me, Martin's aunties met me at the gate, and they had put down these lessons, and I walked on them, and they were singing and celebrating me, and that was amazing. Walk down the aisle with my dad, get there, Martin tells me, "You are so beautiful, I'm so glad you're here. Also, I forgot the rings." And that morning, I had taken off my engagement ring off my finger and given it to Tawi. She was my maid of honor. And I told her, "Carry this in case Martin forgets my ring." Because I know the man I'm marrying. Like, why should I sit here and lie that I don't know him? I know him. So I gave it to her, and I was like, in case he forgets my ring, you can just give him this one, and we'll continue. So when he told me that, he whispered it in my ear. He's sitting in front of everybody. I laughed, and I turned to Tawi and I said, "Martin forgot the ring, just as I had said. Give me the ring I gave you." And she said, "It's in the car." I'm surrounded by idiots.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
So Martin married me with his brother's ring. His brother Carl slipped us his ring, and we got married. And then when my ring finally came, somebody had gone for it. I removed his brother's ring and wore my ring. But it's just like a piece of jewelry is not blessed. It is not anointed. It is a ring. This is not the marriage. It is just a piece of jewelry. My cousin and his wife just got married last year. They had bracelets. So it doesn't have to be, I mean, we are borrowing so many traditions from the Western world that we don't even understand, or we don't even know the origin of. Like, why do they wear rings? Why is it on this finger? Like, we never used to do that as Africans, right? We brought cows, and that was our ring, and we had already done that the year before. So literally, I was marrying my husband. So it's not that serious. If you want to sit in the car and ruin your 10,000 shilling makeup because of color of flowers, I don't know. I just don't know. Priorities, I guess. Number 8, traditions can be changed. Okay, so Martin's aunties told my mom, so on the day of the wedding, we will come to your home and we will sing at the gate. And my mom was like, sorry, what? Yes, we will come and pick up Kitt. And she said, actually, we do not do it that way in my culture. So let me assure you that I will deliver her to you at the church. And they said, and what about the lessons? We would like to put the lessons down so she can walk on them. She said, send the lessons over. I will put them on the ground for her. And at the church, she will carry them. And at the church, you guys can put them down again. And that's exactly what happened. There's a big tradition of the groom's family coming to pick up the bride from her mother's and her father's home. What that actually creates is another party or another ceremony. You're serving breakfast, you are serving drinks, you are for 25 people that honestly you had not planned for. It drags the get ready time, it drags the leaving time. That's why so many brides in Kenya are late, because the groom's family comes late and then they have to do the whole hullabaloo, and then they have to eat breakfast, and then again hullabaloo, and then they leave. By the time everybody is leaving, getting ready and leaving, you are 2 hours behind on schedule. And I really didn't want to be that bride. I am not a late person, I'm never late, and my wedding day was not the day I was going to start. I'm like, I said I'll be there at noon, I'll be there at noon. And I had told my family, by the way, you guys, do you know that very many of you are going to be late for my wedding? Then they all said, ah, Kitt, everybody is late for wedding. Weddings never start on time. And I said, mine will, with whoever is there. And like, I think I had 150, how many people did we have? Maybe 150 people, 200 people. 50 people were late because weddings never start on time. Kitt was there at 11:50. ready to get married. I just find it tacky as me. I don't like that thing of, oh, you're late for your own wedding. No. Number 9, shoot, location and timing. Consider having your wedding at a place you can take pictures at. I don't understand, and maybe somebody can explain to me this notion of not attending your own wedding. So you're there at the church where you get married, or the venue where you get married, and then you disappear and your guests eat and celebrate for 3 to 4 hours without you. So I went for my sister-in-law's wedding in the UK, and from start to finish, literally from her walking in the door to us leaving and taking pictures was 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes. And then we all went and ate together. They were part of the wedding. They were there. They enjoyed their wedding. There was nothing they missed. They were not away taking pictures, endless pictures forever and a day. And us guests are there to entertain ourselves. I don't get it. I don't. Please, if you have the answer, please explain to me. Because to me, I'm just like, so you're not at your wedding, or like, oh, you did all this for other people, and then when you come, it's a whole rush of, okay, because of time, please let's keep the speeches short, or let's do ABCD, and because you were away for 4 hours. I've been to a wedding where we arrived at the reception venue at 1 o'clock, and the bride and groom arrived at 5 o'clock. Number 10, Momzillas. Okay, so there's Bridezilla. There's a bride who is like a crazy person, and there's Momzilla. Now, Momzillas are like trying to have their wedding through you again. So they are so controlling and so energy draining that it's crazy. And Tawi was talking to me about this, and she's saying, look, if your parents were not paying for your wedding, you know, they would have no foot to stand on. You'd literally be like, no, actually, I don't know. There's the flip side of parents or mothers who would be like, no, you're doing it this way, whether or not they are paying for the wedding. But just like Apondi, my mother, she literally just left and went and had a wedding for 300 shillings. Including, and she didn't pay for any of it. I don't even think it was 300 shillings, but they bought the rings for 5 shillings for the pair in a sweet jar, and they went to the AG's office and they got married, and then one of their friends bought soda and cake, or soda and mandazi, or lunch or something like that. And they ate and then they went back to work. And her mother was furious. Her mother wanted to die, but she was married. And there was nothing, like as an adult, there's decisions you make that are for you. And you take responsibility for the consequences of those decisions. 36 years later, she's still married to this guy. Her mother loved my father. Like, it, at the end of the day, it won't matter. So you do what you want. You go in the path that you want to go. And tell your family, this is my day. Support me in my vision. So that, I mean, because people will talk. We didn't have millions of, I think our wedding cost 300,000, from dress to food to transport. And people complained, oh, why didn't you invite me? Oh, how come Kitt didn't invite such and such? Oh, well, they're quiet now, because at the end of the day, there's always someone who will complain. There's always someone who didn't like the food. There's always someone who didn't like the decor. There's always someone. So do what you want. Go in the path that you would like to go, and then deal with the consequences of that. Because as adults, we're responsible for what we put out into the world. We're responsible for how we choose to be. But don't have your day be like that cousin of mine who has never watched her wedding video because she hated the day so much. I hope you enjoyed this video and this type of content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, bye.
Run just on the bit. Run just on the bit.